Good morning from Fast Company. Here's our daily look into what's driving today's creative business leaders. How a blank page meeting can turbocharge any project or goal, by Bill Kennedy. Writers know the dreaded blank page syndrome all too well. You find yourself staring at a pristine white page, paralyzed by the daunting task of filling it. Work teams often experience a similar affliction when tackling major or complex projects. The biggest challenge can be deciding where to start, leading to feelings of overwhelm, lack of motivation, or unclear vision. As a CEO who has successfully guided organizations through challenging projects during times of disruption, I've developed a straightforward formula to overcome the inertia that blocks productivity. Instead of viewing a blank slate as the absence of ideas, consider it a canvas filled with potential. Any blank page can evolve into the project plan you need. Once a project or initiative is announced, I gather my team for what I call a blank page meeting. Step 1. Call a blank page meeting. Begin by asking team members to write down a specific, measurable goal on their own blank pages. This simple act transforms the blank page syndrome into clarity and accountability, alleviating the sense of overwhelm. Together, these no longer blank pages coalesce into a single clear goal. Step 2. Generate a load of hows. With the goal established, invite everyone to brainstorm strategies for achieving it. The goal from step 1 represents your what. Now it's time to determine the how. Encourage divergent thinking to produce as many strategic ideas as possible, capturing them on a whiteboard or digital equivalent. During this phase, criticism should be suspended. Focus on generating ideas rather than perfecting them. Maintain momentum until the ideas start to wane. Step 3. Converge on the best how. Transition from divergent to convergent thinking. Begin sifting through the collection of hows to identify the most promising options. Reach a consensus on which ideas to discard, striking through rather than erasing them. To expedite the process, put each proposed how through a reality check against constraints such as budget, time, and feasibility. You might be surprised at how many ideas fall away, allowing you to concentrate on the survivors. Discuss and reach a consensus on these ideas until you arrive at a standout solution which can combine elements from various suggestions. Step 4. Develop, refine, and improve the consensus how or hows. Encourage the team to refine or improve the remaining how. If multiple options remain, this could involve merging features from different ideas. Your goal is to identify the best approach, emphasizing that perfection isn't necessary. Involvement is the priority. Step 5. Interrogate the surviving how. Now it's time to evaluate how effectively the chosen strategy addresses the goal. What aspects are working? What isn't? What's missing? The team must develop solutions to address any shortcomings and enhance the strategy. Accelerators to move faster. Want your team to get unstuck even quicker? Here are 2 effective accelerators. Just give them the goal. For larger projects, consider providing your team with a clear goal up front. Achieve $2.3 billion in revenue with 19% margins and $300 million in EBITDA within 5 years. This approach allows you to dive straight into step 2. Make the blank page less blank. To stimulate ideas, divide the blank page into 4 quadrants. Last 30. List significant developments from the past 30 days. Big wins and ahas. Highlight major accomplishments, disappointments, and key learnings. Next 30. Identify actions to take over the next 30 days. Risks and obstacles. Note potential challenges to address and outline actions to mitigate them. The nature of inertia is fascinating. Sir Isaac Newton noted in his first law of motion that you must apply force to initiate movement, but once in motion, it tends to stay in motion. Any project may seem daunting until you get it rolling. That's all today from Fast Company. Talk to you tomorrow.
SpokenLayer.